Alrighty, there's going to be Chiacona pools on top as well, correct? Today is the day. I believe that Chiacona was released prior to the day. Ooh, Chiacona. Ooh, Chiacona. Oh my god, the cringe. Update. Wow, look at this. How wholesome and full of life the launcher of Wooding Waves has look exactly. Wow. Oh, wow. Why does it say start? Why did it like prompt to update to begin with? So, I know, I'm recently watching my parental figure that is playing through Final Fantasy 15, the older game. You know, there was also like Final Fantasy 16, correct? The one about the big guy. I don't remember his name. I don't think anyone remembers anything about that game because that game was absolute unmemorable. It was extremely fast-paced and it feels like it was a game, but it was very like, you know, rushed, incomplete. Like it did not feel like a world to many, I think. I'm not an expert, but those Final Fantasy games are kind of like, you know, they come by, they do go away. It's like, so long as we live, like, so long as we live, they eventually just, they come out. Some are good, some may not be. You know, just like life. Every single day brings for something new, and you have to make most out of it. What the term was today in the leaf from the Idolmaster Shiny Colors song again. I forgot. What the term was to live every single day like you're going to perish, you know. What it was, carpe diem? Carpe diem? Something like that, right? Carpe diem, diem, M or im? M or M? I can't even Google because it's like the internet speed is actual trash. Carpe diem. Carpe diem is a Latin phrase meaning seize the day or enjoy the moment, often attributed to the Roman poet Horace. Hold on. Edge. I gotta bring Edge on the screen. I'm sorry. Edge. So this is going to be Edge. I don't have it captured whatsoever. So Carpe diem. Seize the day, taken from book 1 of the Roman poet Horace's work Odes, 23 BC. Is this like 23rd year before Christ? BC stands for before Christ, correct? Before Rover. Before this one. So our Hyacinth pool yesterday went extremely well. We did manage to obtain her in quite the succession. We failed our pity in 50-50, but we sure did in fact obtain her right afterwards. I think it took like 30 or 40 pulls to obtain her after failing for a pity. You know, it's better than nothing. I have like, I think I went like 60-70 pulls and I gained some in return, so in the end it's like near 100, right? Oh, now we're in this Wooding Waves game. I'm sure that not many people play in this Wooding Waves game. I'm sure that many people, you know, many people presumably did play in the kinds of Genshin Impact, right? That game released, billion of people just, it blew up, billion of people just jumped on it. Wow, there's also Jinxie on this cycle of banner. This is some insane banner. I did miss this one, so I don't have her unfortunately, but we are presumably going to try to obtain Chiacona here. So she is Bard, her trailer is extremely wholesome. She supposedly plays a role of a support, I presume, in this game. It would seem that she stays on the field despite being off-field. So she kind of plays for a role of an off-field support, I presume. Her shoe wear looks extremely tasty, I got to say, it's like she's Changli or something. You love the standard, it does not go down anywhere lower like whatsoever. So let's try to obtain her. Hopefully we do in fact do. I do not like any characters in this Wuthering Waves game, and there is also Fleuderis upcoming, Cartesia, that is Cartesia, Fleuderis, Fleuderis, Cartesia. So no, I'm sure that not all that many people play in this Wuthering Waves game, because not all people have an indefinite amount of time on their hands. The Hoyoverse games are way beyond description more popular than this, but as far as the PGR successor is, I gotta say, I was mentioning it back on release, and I'm not ashamed to point out it today as well. This game is essentially just absolutely perfect. This game went beyond any expectation of mine. It provides for basically the same amount Genshin provides for us here today, you know? Like, all the quality of life updates, all the game modes, all events, everything that Genshin team came up through the years, this game essentially just has on release, feels to me like. So it feels to me absolutely nigh perfected. Anyone who does not, like, you know, have preposition towards gacha games and does not understand why we play them to begin with, what is their value exactly in here? I gotta say, I love the game's story. Every single story update is essentially the same as like one of the bigger games out there, providing for like crucial story, just characters to care about, story that is interesting, well paced, and quite unforgetting. I love this game's story. I am heavily awaiting the next story developments. You know, the story is quite the important factor to any and each game that wants to succeed in terms of grasping attention of many people, correct? And I believe that during the Renacita's arc of this game 2.0, it provided for just enough to tell that this game is quite very good. It's lovable. I believe that this game has way beyond to it than looks on the outside. It's just that not all people have, like, you know, indefinite amount of time on their hands in their life to be addressing, and every single day waking up and, you know, not working their back. This game's taking literally 2-3 minutes to do daily and few hours to finish the story. This game is very, in fact, very forgiving in that term. If you compare it to any of the Hoyoverse games, like certain stories in that game, if you want to commit into that, take up for like 7-8 hours. Star Rail primarily. Like 7, 8, 9, 10. So some of the stories in Wooding, in Star Rail are absolutely ridiculously long. Like, you know, back when Aventurine released, I believe that it was like such a heavy commitment. It felt to me like I had to perform the story in like 3-4 different separate instances. For a good reason, it was an extremely crafty story, but ever so, you know, ever so. This game, on the meanwhile, it feels to me like the story never takes up more than like 5, 6, 7 hours. It feels like it's just like 10-20% smaller in size than Star Rail, and it makes it way more presentable. Let's not scrutinize it too much in here, right? But you know, let's not scrutinize it too much. I'm only trying to deliver that this game underappreciated, on the same terms being like a Star Rail, like a flagman of today's 3-dimensional games. But maybe not, people do not care about this, you know. People in general, they do not care about anything in this world. Most of the people, 98% of the people, live just to wake up, eat food, get their brains absolutely brainwashed, and forget that they existed. This is what people essentially live for, 98% of the people. This world is nothing but war and killing everything in its sight. Unfortunately, this is how real world is. Nothing in this world kind of like, you know, structured in precise manner, allowing for people to just balancedly exist towards each other. Just wake up, have something decent in your life, do your work, do your bidding, go back to sleep. This is how life should be for each and every living being on this earth. Otherwise, why are you living? But you know, the vast amount of people, like 8 billion, kind of like disallowing many to simply exist. In fact, you know, this is how world exists, and well, so I'm trying to put out the Sudan Quest is just as good as Genshin. Genshin is good today. This game is good as Honkai Star Rail. If you do not like this game, do not play in it. But I highly suggest to do so, because if you have a little bit of time on your hand and a little bit of interest towards characters, story, game modes, or art, social media provides every single day, and essentially just what the world provides to us. This is a creation of the world, and there's a lot of really crafty, really good gacha games out there. Eastern ones. I do not care if they're Eastern or if they're not. The primary factor in here is that they are here today and many people are playing in them. This is what matters quite a lot. This is what weighs a term video game. Not some machine to suck, to drain out your lifetime. These games provide for something new, something irrelevant, and something good. All the time, every single month, every single week. They have been for 7 straight years. But people do not care. And that's absolutely... woo! Moment of resonance. Can be used as your profile avatar. Wow, that's Abu. What do you look at all of those cube friends? How Cubely shows all of that is the shorekeeper on the left, and they're barely visible. The our Mami Cantarella, the Jinxie, the Zani, and of course Cartesia, the soon to be released unit. Our story continues into the future. Anniversary first, Wooden Quest, and 2 rovers on the bottom. Female rover, Frover, and male one. Wow. Alright, strictly speaking, I still have to send out those Star Rail clips and FGO one on top of it, so man, let's just not make ourselves too much work in here and try not to eat up too much time out of speaking in here, right? This is essentially going to be another 30-40 minutes, I hope, but you know. Do we obtain Chakona though? Do I have something new to review in here? So far, so good. We should just enough have to be able to get 2 PT, I believe. There should be just enough returns to get to provide ourselves with 2nd PT. Oh, Chakona? Oh, never failing this game. Oh my god! I thought it was her because she's all themed in those leaves and vines, and just like this Verena character. I thought it was the Bard girl. So essentially I never fail in this Wooden Quests game. I obtained every single character except for Jinxie and Calcharo. And that tells a lot about my luck levels being way beyond sufficient and probable. Well, looks like we'll have to go for 2nd PT, let's see. Unless there's a... No. No, there isn't. Well, another resonance chain for this one, the Loli. Very nice. Is the 3rd one. Healing of Resonance Liberation. Photosynthesis as mark is increased by 12%. Wow. What's the 4th one? Heavy attack Starflower Blooms, mid-air attack Starflower Blooms Resonance Liberation. Arboreal Flourish and Outer Skill Blossom increases the spectral damage bonus of all team members by 15%. Oh my god. That is a big one. 15% support damage. Spectral one. Spectral, it's the element of Zanya, right? I highly doubt she will make up for better partner than Shorekeeper, but in certain scenarios this support healer kind of like she is the primary like healer, right? And she outperforms in certain cases Shorekeeper, but I don't think in this game it matters, to be honest. Feels to me like a waste a little bit. But we have another pity, so we will be able to guarantee Chacon, I believe. Cartesia, I think we will scramble by scrap by some like somehow to her as well, right? Oh, there's probably some time until her song. The music is just like Apex Legends, right? I never played on that game. Alright, I'm lying. I did like literally one time, and it was extremely laggy on my previous graphics card. But it sounds exactly like that, I believe. The VTuber game. Oh my god, it's like two of these young are surrounding the Baishe. Baishe, give up, you are surrounded. We are going on a festival and kissing you there. How much can I get in return? 17. That's not bad. In case we get her now. Oh my god. How much can I get in return now? Why is it still 17? Was it not supposed to go higher? Well, let's get our 17. 33. I hope no dupes. That was so long loading, it probably hurt. Yep. Oh, the resonance. Oh, all evil will be purged. Who may it be? Oh! The tacit mark, that's the smile, the elf seer, the scenery, the gazes. Oh my god. Not sure what she said, I wasn't listening, but her thighs sure are soft and big. Her smile is gentle, and her armpit and pointing towards the sky arm are strictly superseding the fact how pretty the girl is. Hopefully no dupes, I don't need any dupes. Just like first pull, oh my god, Mortify you. I almost skipped a beat of my heart looking at that guy. Oh my god, another one. The bratья Лоли. Oh! When I saw Nichan, time to molest him. Oh! Chacona! Dungeon, Mortify, and Yohu. We got her, yay! We even have some pulse spare lands left. Really not bad, I would say. So, there is coming up Cartesia. I think we're supposed to be saving up weapon pulls for her, to be honest. What this weapon does of hers, though. Is she like sub DPS? Is she not fully support? I never checked out what this character is doing. Crit rate, woodland area, lingering summer tune, attack is increased by 12%, inflicting arrow erosion on the target, gives 24% arrow damage bonus, for 10 seconds, hitting targets with arrow erosion reduces their arrow res. So it would seem to me like just a small attribute of like sub DPS support slash character weapon, right? It does not seem like necessary part of the kit like Zani's weapon, like, you know, the one that Cartesia essentially is going to have, so safe for that one, I believe, is a strategy here for everyone. Oh god. Oh, I love it. Oh. Man, this Chinese sure know what they're doing with each and every character releasing. This Chacona character is absolutely perfect at look at her icon in the bottom left corner and that thingy that she just threw as well. Man, there's a lot of video games out there, a lot of oh, what is she doing? Man, every movement of her is a pure magic. Absolutely magical scenery in here with this girl. What a perfect trailer, I gotta say she had. Did you all watch that one when she like jumps all over the city, the Raguna city that is, and the local citizens, denizens ask what is she up to? What is she going to perform next? You really love to see that, you know, even trailer provides for insight for how living the game feels, really. You know, it is no small feat, in my opinion, to provide for all of these details to each and any game. if you compare this game with Genshin Impact, you would know that developers in fact put an entirety of themselves to create living and fully like connected world. That is what I'm trying to say. The world feels intricately crafted, like woven all over the place. Everything connected, interchangeable, like absolutely. Oh, her voice sounds like any girl out there. I gotta say, she does not sound like anything special, and that makes it absolutely perfect. I love how average her voice sounds. It makes up for perfect, like, you know, not some noble person or a bandit, like, you know, the archetypes that is. Feels to me like a bard, like someone who traverses the land and pays tribute to the profession of being a artsman. 不思議だね。文字と音楽が私たちに力をもたらしてくれるんだ。まるで奇跡のように。So she said something like a miracle, right? And something like that. Kiseki miracle. Fuji Kiseki. ラララ。これは発声練習だよ。一緒にやってみるかい？一緒にやるみるかい？一緒にやってみるかい？一緒にやってみるかい？ So she suggests rehearsal together. Rehearsal, that is, I believe. Something of those lines, probably, since she is a singer. As you can see, there is an actual microphone stemming out of her leaf stylized stand. She's just like Robin, man, just, you know, Robin of style, just they need to create you know, an album of them together, like inside. クッキーの空き箱で作ったマンドリンに豆をいっぱい入れたボトルのマラカス。工夫次第で何だって楽器になるんだ。面白いだろ？面白いだろ？演奏者が伝えたい思いは決して音程を外れない。So Cookie, she said, 決して忘れない。決して忘れない。Don't forget Cookie. Really not sure what she said, but, you know, something about cooking together. I mean, let's check out. I'm almost interested in what she said. Hold on. Oh, what is that pose she did? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Girl, do it like... Oh. Oh my god. Man, there is so much magic to all these characters, and especially how they move and all this, like, you know, thighs coming to the lower part, the legs, pneuma, Ozzy, you know. Everything is living in here. Nothing feels like it's static. It's like brimming with life. I love how alive this character is. Not some Frankenstein. You cannot just charge up someone with electricity and they are going to live again, you know. You only live once. So Ascension 4? そこは無限に広がる広大な世界。私たちは開けた平原を越え、地下迷宮を探検する。Is it this one? そしてひたすら前に進み続けた二人はトラットリアの重い扉をクッキーの空き箱でクックックックックックックックックックックックックックッキー Cookie, 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 cookie. Look, a mandolin made from a cookie jar, and a maraca made with a water bottle filled with beans. Amazing, right? We define what a music instrument is. We define what a musical instrument is. Performers never worry about being out of tune when expressing genuine emotions. Correct? Correct. If emotions are genuine, you are not out of tune. You do not worry, you're just being yourself, you know. However it came out, you know. That is quite the principle to understand how to create something that is genuine. She talks about something very important for performers, I believe. A mandolin made from a cookie jar and a maraca made with a water bottle filled with beans. Amazing, right? We define what a musical instrument is. Performers never worry about being out of tune. Alright. Cherished items. Quill of Poetry, an exquisitely crafted quill that speaks through its feather. In the hands of a poet, it gives rise to endless inspiration, recounting lively towering tales of thousand-year glaciers, the grand ruins of underground cities, and enhanced forests. Enchanted forests. Where will the hero's legend unfold this time? Wow. Right then.
神様なら未来を予言できるかもしれないけど、
Oh.
明日はどんな歌が奏でられるのかまではわからないはずさ。
It would seem I did not perform just enough. Am I stupid? I think I'm stupid because I did not perform for Sinia and I did not perform for this character. Well, let's proceed to perform for this character now. And in fact, farm and not perform. So, there's a lot of things stuck in here today and yesterday with all this, like, you know, Sinia pools, Chacona pools. I'm simply glad we were able to provide ourselves with both characters. We were able to scrape by a little bit of pools, but, you know, we will regain. So long as we live, these games provide for crazy amount of opportunities to obtain pulls, you know. It's more about living in this world than anything else. Right, Dragon of Dirge. The primary boss that was available during Zani release in Tower of Adversity, as we remember. Challenge again? No, not right now. Why is there a button challenge again if you like claim rewards and it respawns anyway immediately? I don't really know, but you know, we should click on it, to be honest. Shinsei Satsukiro. Oh, Shorekeeper, how you designed still relevant in this game. Still absolutely is. Feels to me like a design of ages. You know, like some characters like Acheron from Honkai Star Rail, right? This kind of characters, they will never go out of fashion, I believe. So what is this? Change again? What is it? Change again. Alright, it's like, I guess if you want to just farm echoes, right? I see. Makes sense. Are you able to ascend her? Maybe we should leave it until we farm for 2. It will be taking some time, I gotta say. I apologize, there's probably not going to be any voice when I obtain her and whatnot. It is unfortunate, I did not know that I did not perform. I was literally unaware. Hikari no Kesho yo. Oh! Imperatoro! To be honest, there's only to review, like, you know, how she acts, animations, etc. We can do it a little bit later. We do not need to rush in here, like, you know, in single day. This Wuthering Waves is not going, game is not going to go anywhere in here in any recent time. That's like I am, most likely. Saisho no Kokako. Yeah. What is that slow motion nasty one? Stupid as Dragon of Dirge. Gehinam, that is the Cartesius dragon. Why did that not connect? Yuck. Oh, giant crit. Let's go. Gehinam, thank you. Can probably ascend one more time. My dungeon's chain, the last one in fact. Nakiramasen. Kawakatara shimasen yo ne. You're not afraid of me, I'm just a mutant. That's literally what she's called in her profile. Right, Yoho? That's a lot of resonance chains. Unfortunately, these 5-star characters are kind of useless, I think, in most of the gacha games. You just eventually get stuck with 6-star characters, and you know, if you want to use them, they're often quite usable. I believe they're never like absolute garbage. I believe that they're always like left at the point at which they kind of like, you know, can be very useful in certain scenarios and can be used, in fact, given they like, you know, provide him with weapon, with good stats.
そこは無限に広がる広大な世界。
無限世界。
私たちは開けた平原を越え、地下迷宮を探検する。そしてひたすら前に進み続けた2人はトラットリアの重い扉を押し開け、シェルコインが詰まった袋を足元に放り投げると、自分たちの伝説を歌い始めるんだ。
Oh my God, that was...
伝説だなんて大げさじゃないかって？私は悪くないと思うよ。ロマンあふれるフィルターを通して現実を見るのも。
Omoi watashi tachi, like our moment or something, she said. There was like way more words than I can, like, you know, count on myself to know in out of Japanese language. Jesus Christ.
そこは無限に広がる。
Was it this one, 4th Ascension? Why does it open up like a 5th one when we didn't even get it?
そこは無限に。
Yeah, it was this one. Holy shit, look at the amount of flared text in there. It's the biggest one.
不思議だね。なららなららなららなららなららなららならなならななならなならななららなららなららななららなならならならら。これははならら。これは発声練習だよ。一緒にやってみるかい？
一緒にやろみろかい？一緒にやってみろかい？
クッキーの空き場。
クッキーの。
そこは無限。
In one swirl we journeyed across plains and explored ancient underground ruins. Finally we pushed open the heavy doors of a tavern, rolled bags of shell credits on the table, and began singing our legends. As for whether the stories are artistically embellished, I believe we should approach life with a romantic outlook. Very interesting, wow. Didn't she say about something like omoi, the feeling? In the middle. Where is it? I don't see this the word feeling in here.
そこは無限に広がる広大な世界。
So last
私たち
world.
は開けた平原を越え、地下迷宮。
Hirakie open, I think, right?
そこは無限に広がる広大な世界。私たちは開けた平原を越え、地下迷宮を探検する。
Koe voice.
そしてひたすら前に進み続けた2人はトラットリアの重い扉を押し開け、シェルコインが詰まった袋を足元に放り投げると、自分たちの伝説を歌い始めるんだ。伝説だなんて大げさじゃないかって？私は悪くないと思うよ。ロマンあふれるフィルターを通して現実を見るのも。
Roman Genjutsu filter. Did you say something like that? Romantic, it says at the end, yeah. That was how the fourth. So you cannot guarantee that, you know, with this kind of like Japanese language kind of mixing in together with English one, everything is translated as, you know, word by word in here. But I think it provides for perfect summary of what she's speaking of. Correct? This is usually how you approach this kind of like games translations, etc. I think it was pretty close. I'm not Japanese myself, so I cannot know, like, you know, word by word, you know. I heard like some like words that I know, and that was just enough. I believe that what matters is here is she's speaking of some adventuring, and that fits the character. Credits on the table, and begin singing our legends for the whether the story is artistically embellished, make it more prettier. I believe I should approach life with a romantic outlook. Alright, check on him. Very good. I love what she said. Еще нет атакао. Oh, this Gehinnom, stop. Stop or Zani is going to be damaging you with defense ignoring signature weapon. Ha! Right, absorb Gehinnom. Woo, Gehinnom. Right, another ascension to go, to be honest. We can look at her animations, but also we can do it later on. Why did Zani just gain her bar up when Shorekeeper was attacking? Did she inflict frazzle somehow or what? Saisho no Kokako. Kyusai wa Matarasu. Aoi Tori. Oh my god, 1, 2, 3. Sorry. You guys who don't play Wooden Waves as often look at how Phoebe's shower works. I love looking at it a lot, like, look at it please, if you don't mind, right? Bam. One step. You see, it's so nice to look at how she moves her legs. It feels like an actual cardcaptor Sakura, right? Kinemata Sakura. See that floaty movement like Hyacinth or something. Whoa! It's like being able to look at it from each and every angle is like magical, man. This character is animated so beyond good. But especially that first step, I feel like feels to me like, you know, you would see those like the parade kind of schoolgirls, the instrument ones, the Hibiki and euphonium, like, you know. Especially that stuff of hers, right? Those are used as I believe those are used as what would you call them again, like accessory, like, of sorts, right? During those. Woo! It looks so magical, like everything about how this character moves. I don't know what sales of Phoebe are in comparison to Zani, like, you know, but I think this character should have sold quite the fortune to begin with. So good. Oh my god, Gehinnom. Will you calm down? Right, we did not need to ult. Actually, we can ult here. Right, Gehinnom. I have an ult to you unless it runs out. Come on. One ult. Oh my god. Oh well. Ado Astora. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. The cathedral music very fits with the theme of the story. You all did read the story, right? The Vinalium, that is. So the story. Vinalium, here's the story. This place essentially is a secluded area that was dedicated and created with one sole purpose: for cultivating dragons and creating a library of sorts containing scholars that were essentially as well nurturing the life form of a dragon in this place, drakes. And Gehinnom was personal drake of Fredris, Cartesia in here, the Wheel of Broken Fate. I really love the story. The entirety of this area was extremely nice to traverse. You essentially like arrive in here, all the gravity stuff kind of like happens, then you traverse here, fix this area. It was extremely funny. Traverse here, fix this area. here, and go towards the path of ascension and ascend towards path of bestowal into the holy spire of confidence. All these words are quite hard to read, but you know, who cares what they're named. I'm not an acolyte myself to know this, like, you know, terminology of cathedrals, deep, church, but game utilizes those things quite well. How much more do we need? Kami-sama narayu, mirayu, kami-sama. Karanai. Oh, 16, we need a little bit more. Chakona, how pretty you are. Yummy, yummy lady. 4, one more we need. Hinam. Hinam, you're going down. Hopefully. Oh! Hit him? Thank you. So as I'm saying, probably not every single individual living on this planet Earth, on this hellscape place in each and every single gacha games, right? There's no shame in that. I believe that, you know, these games, they come up, eventually just go away as well. But these gacha games, they provide for an incredibly vast amount of worlds, opportunities for people to bundle together, appreciate something very good too, I believe, and provide for a healthy amount of text. We must be reading to preserve our, you know, intellect.
そうだね。君と私が経験してきた旅のすべてを語る最終章のタイトルは未完にしよう。
未完にしよう。Oh, we ascended Chakona to the max ascension in a quite the succession in here, and amazing. Should be able to talent everything quite easily. I pre-farmed for her quite thoroughly. 33 when irises bloom. Every single material out there is available, and casting Resonance Liberation Singer's triple cadenza grants, oh, like decadenza, like Lapland. Where's the quadriglia? Grants Chakona a shield equal to 100% of her max HP for 4 seconds. Switching out Chakona removes the shield. Increases heavy attack damage. Heavy attack quadruple down beats damage by 30%. Well, may not be quadriglia, you know, but definitely quadruple down beat. Very good. This game kind of exchange all by its own, like Sarael, you know. It would be quite fitting if you did not even need to confirm, just convert on your own, man. It's like make like a tick in here, like convert on your own. That's all, right? It makes a lot of sense, you know. It's like, yeah, it's fine, I guess. Like, who cares, right? So what are skills though? A skill move a certain distance, dealing aero damage and inflict 1 stack of aero erosion on target upon hit. So erosion, I just assume it's the same as Spectre Frazzle, right? It essentially just decreases aero resistance. Well, Frazzle allows for, like, you know, scattering those pieces and allowing for damage, like Honkai Turret's mechanic of extraterrestrial themes that they're taking on right now. The aliens, that is. But yeah, erosion, like, decrease defense essentially, if I understand correctly. On the target upon him, press normal attack and time to cast basic attack stage 2. When Chakona interrupts basic attack, heavy attack, mid-air attack, or solo concert with resonance skill, and ensemble sylph is generated, Chakona's resonance skill can be cast in mid-air. First circuit, it's the bar at the bottom. And there are 3 segments of musical essence. Heavy attack is replaced with heavy attack quadruple down beat. Consume all music essence to shoot down beat notes forward to deal arrow damage, pulling in the nearby targets and oh my god, pulling in? Did you just obtain like crazy meta unit in here? Is this like a setup for the Fluid Risk party since she's arrow as well? This gather enemies together in this game is kind of like extremely rare at the moment. There is only the only characters that are available for gathering enemies would be this character featured straight from release and pretty much Rocky. I'm not certain if anyone else can gather in this game. Yang can, right? There's like 3 characters that can gather. I don't think Yohu gathers, right? Bikurishita. So what it says again? Quadruple downbeat damage. Air erosion, stack enemies together, can be cast in mid-air. Chacona can hold up to 3 segments of musical essence, casting basic attack stage 4 into skill recovers 1 segment of musical essence. Very interesting. Resonance Liberation. So the names Harmonica Allegro, Symphony of Wind and Verse, Singer's Triple Cadenza. Chacona and Ensemble Sylphs perform an improvised symphonic poem together, dealing arrow damage once to the nearby targets and entering recital. So all these like terms of musical, it would seem, are stuck in here in this character's description of skill. Very fitting. Recital. When in recital, sound waves will periodically radiate around Chacona. When the sound wave overlaps with the circle indicator, press the green or yellow buttons to generate symphonic poem tonic of the corresponding color and recover a certain amount of concerto energy during recital. Switching to another resonator doesn't end recital but automatically generates a symphonic poem tonic matching the color of the last generated tonic before switching. A green symphonic tonic is generated by default if no interaction input is given before switching to another resonator. Chacona is immune to interruptions and take 50% less damage. Exiting recital by pressing Resonance Liberation again or switching Chacona back onto the field. Ensemble Sylphs can now directly grant arrow damage bonus provided by solo concert. Symphonic Poem Tonic. Green tonic deal arrow damage to nearby targets and inflict stack of arrow erosion on target hit. Yellow tonic deals arrow damage to nearby targets and inflict a stack of Spectrophrasal on target's hit. Jesus Christ, is she like a jack of all trades? Did she slap Spectrophrasal on top of arrow erosion on top of inside of her? Well, it's like best unit ever. What the hell? Attack the target to deal arrow damage and inflict a stack of arrow. I see. Basic attack stage thing, yeah, makes sense. Alright, so out of description, nothing seemed all that crazy. Move certain distance. And generate ensemble sylph. The 40 circuit essentially just gather, and ultimate essentially just summon doppelgangers and leave them by when you exit the field to perform buffs, I presume. Whatever it said, like erosion and Spectrophrasal. Immune to interruptions and takes 50% less damage or whatever as well. Very interesting. I don't think I have any good pistols for her though. Is there any energy region pistols in here, like 5-star ones? Purification, conversion, right? Purify. There should be just enough of this. 200. I'm not sure how useful her basic, but let's just max her out. Why those top nodes are not available? Are they all yellow? Oh, they sure are. Right, 72. Should be just enough. So these nodes are crit damage and middle one is attack percentage. We're out of that material. The phlogiston it is. Verify. There should be quite enough of this. The Genshin material, that is. I gotta say, ever since Zanya's release, you know, ever since Zanya's release, the quality of the characters only rise up. Cannot wait for the free release, correct? Everyone, I hope, in the same mood in here. I see no issue to max her out to the point, like, you know, of maxing her out, in fact. I see absolutely no things that would disallow us to do so. Like a shitload of mods. Oh god, I ran out of shell credit. Maybe there is. I will have to farm that up. I did not think of how costly it is in terms of credit. Alright. Well, looks like I jumped above my head a little bit. Oh well. Wooden Quest's dev team, the raw rewards for the anniversary resonator convene phase 2. 5-star resonator event has been sent. Don't forget to claim the rewards. Yay! Send me shells, man. No, I'm supposed to farm those up. I do not think I'm gonna run out, man. So just touching on the subject of this video game, Wooden Waves as touching grazing on the subject, it is having right now wow, how pretty, Chakona. Solaris Film Festival. Watch films, encounter a variety of events during Solaris Film Festival, use film roles to explore stories and reach different endings. The summoner is pulsing with mysterious power. Upon entering, all resonators are stripped of their echoes, but in their place are elusive echoes, metaphors, and other unique buffs waiting to be discovered. Explore different team builds and combinations for diverse combat experience. The event features a new bond system. Bond can now be forged between resonators, granting various combat buffs and powerful synergy bursts as the level increases. So, you know, this game is crazy, man. Every single patch and all I'm trying to output is like billion of events in here, right? And a full-scale anniversary one. Where is it? This one, the Bowser one. Cube, Cubic, and QB. Whoever does not appreciate this Wooden Quasars game today does not play in it. I highly advise to do so. I'm sorry, but what else are you going to be spending your time on if you're a free individual? What else? What else? This is what humans are meant to be spending their time on something that is pleasing them in their free time. Read something that is good and appreciate something that is extremely crafty. That is all. 400 token. Another for... Oh, that one for convening. Can you resonator 40 times? Holy shit, we will be able to buy out everything I think in here now. Oh, there's credits as well. Do I need anything aside from the credits? Echo XP, this one I think is extremely useful. But we are lacking credits. Purple ones, I think this is useful as well. It goes up to 1000. Is this only one? It's extremely not worth to do so then. The tuners we have, I believe, like billion of. There is no imminent need for tuners. This is useful, I think. But we need credits. How much credits this is? 240 by 5000. How much is that? $1 million and 2000. This is essentially what we need. The echo experience can be farmed with time. I have no issue with that, but credits we need immediately. I think there was more value to the echo experience, to be honest. Down, 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 down. Where's our woman? She's at the top, near everyone else, like recently released. Perfect. Kami-sama nara no. Her voice sounds so average, but also like, you know, crystallized almost, so it sounds perfect. Right, 10, 10, 10, 10. 10. No issue to 10, 10 everything. Wow, maxed out. Let's go. What is useful on her? Whoa, tier lists. Is she added to the tier list side? Oh, this one. Not this one either. Which one? Where's my browser? It should be this one, I think. Just switch out. Right. Is she added? No? Oh, she in tier A. Wow. That's very high. She's probably going to rank up to S or even SS as soon as Cartesi is out. She's probably going to be sitting here the same way Phoebe did. Look at this Phoebe. She was also like S tier as well, right? As soon as she gets Zanya across, she is SS. So this character is going to jump to SS as soon as Cartesi is here. Emerging Graces Chacon is a 5-star aero character and uses pistol during the fight. Wow. These characters are really not acting too hard to understand in this game, comprehend and understand how all of them work together. This game is very easy. There's nothing that is too hard in my opinion. So Rejuvenated Glow, is she like a support? I did not read any healing on her. Am I like blind or what? Skill damage, quadruple damage, tonic damage, skill damage. Did it say healing anywhere in here? I'm sorry. There's so much text, but I don't see any healing. Aero damage bonus provided by solo concert. Outer skill damage dealt to targets near the active resonator. Amplify it. That sounds incredibly strong. Grants a shield. Increase quadruple downbeat damage. But where's the healing? Am I missing out on something? Is that set not healing? Is that set bonus providing or what? Am I forgetting something? Increase attack of all party members upon healing allies. But is there healing to her? So it says to use Chacono best support set. Chacona can use the Rejuvenating Glow set every time she enters the field. She just needs to use the Echo Cruise Wing to trigger the set bonus and then use her Resonance Liberation. For those who want a bit more damage output, she can also wear the Moonlit Cloud set. In future Aero Erosion Tip composition, it's speculated that Chacona will still perform best with the Moonlit Cloud set. Of course, if you're already farmed a Gust of Wilkin set, it's perfectly viable too, just like how a team with Zanya and Phoebe's best in slot is the Moonlit Cloud set. But she can still work well with Eternal Radiance set. I have Eternal Radiance, I believe. So there's no need to stress too much, just use whatever. What do you mean no need to stress? What I'm using here? It says Moonlit Cloud set is the best in slot, yet I'm using on Phoebe and Zanya the Eternal Radiance, I believe. Eternal Radiance. Eternal Radiance. Why is it 2 out of 2? Did I mess it up in here somewhere? Wait. What is going on here? I'm sorry? 4 out of 5? Oh god. I messed up something completely in here. As you can see, there is significantly more Eternal Radiance preferred here than Moonlit Clouds. Yeah. So we can leave all this management, I think, aside for now. Let's just look at how unit looks. Maybe. Right, quick setup. Hello, Chacona. Woo! Oh, what is that effect when she's running? It's like in her trailer. Oh, it looks very good. Rizuma ni notte. What is that? Damn, you can see her under soul quite perfectly. Sex brutal. It's a little bit dark in here, but you know, probably fine. OMG. They all look at us like how her eyes look in there. It's like she's staring into nothingness. I love it. She looks so silly, that is. Wow, you. Man, perfectly humane creature in here. I love it. Oh, it's like she's lost. Lost child. Perfect. Oh, man, prima donna. Perfection, man. Oh, Echo. Oh, is she going to be singing in here now? Oh, that was Gather, right? Another skill. Oh, the effect is so good. The trace. Oh, hold on. Let me bring it on the screen. I managed to capture it. I managed. Juicy woman. Oh my god. Right, I'm a little bit hungry, to be honest. I think that was a good enough review for the day. 1 hour, 11 minutes it is. I'm not doing any more than that. And there's too much to address and say. We do not have any time for any of that. Alright, check on him. Oh. Oh, what was that? A deer? Oh my god, it flew by. It flew away. Right. It's extremely dark outside. It's literally at 10 PM. I'm going to go grab some food, I believe, and let's check on a character as a blessing in disguise. In fact, a blessing in right open. It seems like she is a very good Obtain as far as like 100% damage amplification outside off-fielder support goes. There is not all that many supports in this Wooden Quasars game. All they have been releasing up to this point is just a bunch of DPS main ones. So, oh, what is she doing in there? Riding? Man, so many different idle animations. These characters are beyond living, whether it's Genshin Impact, this Wooden Quasars game, or Honkai Star Rail. Whoever does not appreciate these games in here today, whoever does not, this is a grave mistake. I'm being realistic, and we have been in here for past 7 years, simply day by day, every week, every month. These games provide for something beyond amazing. If you have time in your lifetime, in your life, just a little bit of time to appreciate what is may not feel like real, you know, but these games provide for way more than real is. These games will be in here forever. They will be in here for all of eternity. They are good. They are the same good as the anime, as the people that create art. This is the only good thing in this world of constant suffering and questioning yourself, why do you live? So I hope everyone appreciates these games. Honkai Star Rail, Wooden Quasars, Genshin Impact, whatever else. you prefer of the bigger games that are good. FJO, Arknights, thanks for listening, and we will be in here yet again every single day, so long as we are living as a species. So there's going to be like, I'm going to try send out Cine. I don't know if I'm going to try to send out any of this, but probably will. The Fate Go segment is still on hold, like an hour and a half worth of voice acting, so it all kind of stacks up. There's less opportunity for me to speak with someone in terms of as this like constant speaker than we are given due. But these characters do not release every single day. I think it's just a little bit stuck right now. There's definitely like always story to read out, but I'm not trying to overwhelm anything. I'm reading out Fate Go right now. I did in fact read out a little bit. I think we will be finishing it off. Then afterwards it will be like an Axa version finish off and whatever we can address afterwards. This Wooden Quasars game is quite nice. Anyway, 1 hour 15 minutes. Thank for listening. See you all yet again. Bye. Alright, I'm going to consume yesterday's food, I think, and there is beverage created. I did make myself today strawberry shake. It was quite tasty. There's also this yet another orange in my arm. Yeah, I think there's just enough of food. I'm going to stuff myself with food and try to stay up for as long as I can. The time is really of the essence. I cannot be like, stacking up this like every single day. What is there that I was doing with Cine's? Yeah, it's like this Cine segment. I think there is worth for like 3 posts or something, like by 4 videos. I mean, I'm going to send that out. The segment as there is pretty good. I gotta say, I was voicing out like how characters looks, my impressions on them. The Cine one is pretty good. I'm going to try to this one as well, like take up, not ditch on this, not ditch, no. I'm going to legitimately take out this and also take it a priority to send out. I'm not going to be ditching out on this, like newly released character. There is no story to voice out in Wooden Quest at the moment, so this is the best we are getting, and this game I feel like matters a lot. So yeah, I don't think there's going to be voice out like Fate Go, Sarel probably, just everything in due time. But for now, like Cine, Chacona, very good. Very good. We were able to obtain those in succession and have a little bit of pulse left as well. So alright, I'm down to go for my food and alright, not prolonging this for any longer, like, right, check on a woman, keep singing. You love seeing characters sing, you love seeing people live. This is what people meant to have been doing.
成長ありがとう。はっ、リズムに乗って。はあ、やあ、この詩をフィナーレに捧げよう。
もうすぐ退勤時間だ。まとめてこい。
やっ、
定時退社だ。やわな攻撃だ。
最初のご加護。プレリュード。そう、プレリュードは華麗に。これが運命のアンサンブル。最初のご加護。救済をもたらす青い鳥よ。はあ、悔い改めてください。すべてを照らす光。
いつまでもグズグズしてはいられない。はあ、この盾はそう脆くない。ただのかすれ傷だ。報告書作戦。
この詩をフィナーレに捧げよう。最初のご加護を静粛に。リズムに乗って。アレグロ。プレリュード。 チューピー。フィピフィピフィピチューピー。ポリボニー、答えてください。光の結晶よ、恩寵をお与えください。
借りは必ず返す。
はいこれが運命のアンサンブル。
やっ迅速に動こう。
アレグロほっ風の実救済をもたらす青い鳥よ。やっへっはっへっやっはっへっやっへっへっはっやっはっやっやって開演の時間だ。
来い。
静粛に
少し遊んでやる。はっこの手ではそう脆くない。
ご清聴ありがとう。この詩をフィナーレに捧げよう。
来い。防げなかったか。
光の結晶よ、恩寵をお与えください。やってインペラトルの名において。
さあ
ご清聴ありがとう。へえ、リズムに乗って。やっへっやっ 私に料理を出す資格なんて。
こら、弱音吐かないの。完成はしてるんでしょ。美味しいかまずいかなんて食べてみないと誰もわからないわ。失敗を恐れてちゃ成功の味はわからないわよ。
私、
つまり
失敗を味わってみるんだ。成功するまで何度でも。はあ、まったく簡単に言ってくれるよ。